Time Lapse Tuesday. Great to see you on this Tuesday. How did you enjoy those 20-degree temperatures? Yeah, I dare say you loved them, right? Guess who was in the 20s today? Winnipeg and southern Saskatchewan. Yeah, these two areas, southern prairies, with that warm front. Boy, was it breezy today. Windy weather. We've had some snow in the Rockies. We haven't had any snow in Ontario, and the wind has moved on Quebec and the Maritimes. Behind that cold front, we cooled down. We had our strong winds, didn't we, yesterday? 17 degrees, Toronto, Ottawa, Tuesday. Still above average. 16 for Hamilton, 26.3 yesterday. You can see the way the flags are flapping there. A little bit breezy today, certainly down by the water, but a lovely day. And Wednesday, we start the day at 3-4 degrees. That might sound a little cool, but it's actually at or slightly above normal for this time of year, mid-April. 12-13 degrees, right about average for Wednesday. As we look ahead, high pressure, lots of isobars. That's where the wind is still. We're looking ahead, we've got lows coming out of the prairies. Good chance of showers for us on Thursday. Partly the U.S. low, partly the northern low. Friday looks pretty good. Maybe the chance of a shower earlier in the day. Saturday 15, liking that if you've got plans. Oh, the rain, it can be. Thanks so much for joining us, Suzanne Leonard and the team here with your Tuesday forecast, and we'll look at when this mountain snow is coming to an end. Quite dynamic, the weather, Western Canada. Lots of wind today, really warming things up in the prairies, and a gusty wind, Quebec and Atlantic Canada. Some cloud cover in southern Ontario, but really a pretty spectacular day. Some great temperatures to share with you in just a moment. It is springtime. We get a lot of wind. We get a lot of urge to go outside. And there are recycling days. Fantastic. Better that than it headed to the landfill. Thanks, Kelly. Okay, so you're set for some spring cleaning. And 17 degrees today. Very popular. Thunder Bay, Ottawa, Toronto, St. Catharines. Cooler in Ontario, but a decent day with warm winds. And then in southern prairies, southern Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba, also very warm weather today. Temperatures hitting the 20s. Very gusty around this low. Some wet snow, northern Saskatchewan and northern Manitoba. But on through Atlantic Canada, gusty conditions of a different sort. We've had some light rain come through with some gusty conditions. Temperatures hitting the teens, Fredericton and Moncton. Cooler weather in the coming days and thunderstorms staying well to the south. This is good news in the U.S. South at the moment. Not much that could cause flooding in western or eastern Canada. Some good news there. We still have some chilly morning temperatures. 0 for Calgary, 4 for Montreal Wednesday morning. Afternoon temperatures 21 again for Winnipeg. That's where you're at today. And lots of sunshine as our spring trend generally continuing. Coming up, a look at your local forecast. And you spent any time down by the waterfront yesterday, and chances are you might have, whether it's Scarborough, whether it's Mississauga, Port Credit, Burlington. I was down there by the waterfront today. Gorgeous, gorgeous, but cool by the waterfront. The sun makes it feel warmer than it is. It is 10 degrees colder today, daytime highs compared to yesterday. Interesting stuff. Hamilton 16, many 17s. Hamilton 26.3 yesterday. Seems like it was probably the warmest temperature recorded so far anywhere in the country this year. Neat stuff. But look at this. You know that it's springtime where we're seeing double-digit temperatures in many parts of the country. St. John's 11. Wasn't that spectacular? 21 in Winnipeg. Well, the conditions continue to be warm in Manitoba, in northern Ontario as the winds are coming out of the south. We get a bit more of an easterly wind coming for us later on Wednesday. And when those winds switch around, you know that things get a little cooler. Still great weather to be out and about, and our Mark Robinson out and about in downtown Toronto today. And now we get to see it too. Thanks, Mark. If you're outside, 12, 13 degrees Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, we hold still with temperatures like that. Quite windy today with eastern Canada getting the system that cooled us down yesterday. And look what happens. Talk about cool, -4 for St. John's. Thursday, that's a high. Nothing like that for us in the long-range forecast. Or is there? Well, the only way to find out is to stick around. It's New Delhi, India. And smog problems are typical, chronic, endemic in places like Delhi and Shanghai and other parts of the world. And sometimes we get some smog issues here in Canada. Just thought you'd like to see what's going on there. And we'll check out your national forecast now. Big sweep of low pressure up through Atlantic Canada. Show you the rain showers in a second. Who's had sun today? Good strip of sunshine. And clear skies from almost the Atlantic provinces, certainly back to the prairies. Lots of wind, a dry break for BC, and beautiful blue skies. High pressure in control, just some cloud cover leaking up from the south earlier today. 16, 17 degrees, Timmins 12. That's above average for this time of year. It's all relative. And we're way above normal for temperatures today in the southern prairies. Look at Saskatchewan. Estevan, 23, leading the country at one point as the national hotspot. 21 for Winnipeg. Low pressure, gusty winds out of the south, much cooler in Alberta behind the low. Calgary, I know you got to 13 degrees today. That was at noon, and the temperatures tumbled as the wind started to come out of the northwest. Southerly winds keeping things warm in this warm sector, and some wet snow in northern regions of the prairies. Not a lot of energy with this low, but a few centimeters, a few millimeters or so that Moncton got to, or the 17 or so, 18 degrees. I think it was 17 in Fredericton. You got the showers early in the day, then the sunshine. Nova Scotia, you get the clearing trend tonight. Quick moving showers for Newfoundland, and off the system goes with just a few sea effect showers during the day Wednesday, western Newfoundland. Got an interesting temperature story for you in Newfoundland in a moment. Jet stream going up. Southerly winds where the isobars are bunching together, cooler, warmer. I'll show you what I mean. There's Wednesday morning coast to coast. There's Wednesday afternoon, 13 Toronto, 21 Winnipeg and Northern Ontario. Big night, Montreal and Vancouver. NHL playoffs getting going. Thursday, -4. What did you do to deserve that? And St. John's, Newfoundland. Well, coming up, we'll take a more in-depth look at your... Well, we all know that gardening can be a lot of hard work, but it's also about relaxation. Spring is a great time to take stock of the areas that you have in your garden and see if you can maximize your outdoor living. Beautiful spaces for leisure, for rehydrating after all that hard work.